लोन लिए गए काम में ही लगाओ, समय से ईएमआई चुकाओ, क्रेडिट स्कोर बढ़ाओ और अगला लोन आसानी से पाओ। कार नहीं तो मेरी फोटो तो ले लो। आप कौन?
आरबीआई कहता है
वित्तीय समझदारी समृद्ध नारी।
गुड गर्ल। आ गई सैलरी? अब नहीं झुमके ना, पहले बचत, पहले झुमके। सुनो, हर महीने थोड़ा बचाओ और थोड़ा निवेश करो और कुछ इमरजेंसी के लिए भी बचाओ ताकि रहो टेंशन फ्री। लेकिन झुमकों का क्या? जाती हो कि लगाओ इंजेक्शन।
आरबीआई कहता है
वित्तीय समझदारी समृद्ध नारी।
Good evening and welcome to Doordarshan Kendra Kohima. I am Kedakho Tapi with the news. First, the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says his tri-nation visit to Cyprus, Canada and Croatia is an opportunity to foster global understanding on tackling terrorism. Union Minister Prahlad Joshi says India's wind energy capacity rises over 10.5% to 51.5 gigawatt. Naga delegation team arrives in Dimapur after week-long visit to Pitts Rivers Museum at University of Oxford. And all 7 persons on board killed in helicopter crash near Gaurikant in Kedarnath area of Uttarakhand. Chopper services suspended for 2 days. Now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that the tri-nation tour to Cyprus, Canada and Croatia is an opportunity to thank partner countries for their steadfast support to India in its fight against cross-border terrorism and to galvanize global understanding on tackling terrorism in all its forms and manifestations. In his departure statement while leaving for Cyprus this morning, he said that the visit provided an opportunity to build upon the historical bond and expand our ties in the areas of trade, investment, security, technology and promote people-to-people exchanges. He said Cyprus is a close friend and an important partner in the Mediterranean region and the EU. The Prime Minister said that the G7 summit at Canada will provide space for exchange of view on pressing global issues and the priorities of Global South. Modi highlighted that India and Croatia enjoy centuries-old close cultural links. He added that his visit to Croatia will open a venue for bilateral cooperation in the area of mutual interests. During his Cyprus visit, Modi will meet the President of Cyprus, Nikos Christodoulidis. The two leaders are expected to hold wide-ranging discussion covering trade and investment, education, maritime cooperation, digital connectivity and regional security.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has embarked on a 3-nation visit to Cyprus, Canada and Croatia. This will be the first official visit to Cyprus. This will be on June 15th and 16th. And this visit is happening at the invitation of President Nikos Christodoulidis. While in Cyprus capital, Nicosia, Prime Minister will hold talks with President Christodoulidis and also address business leaders in Limassol. Cyprus is India's close friend and an important partner in the Mediterranean region and the EU. The visit will reaffirm the shared commitment of the two countries to deepen bilateral ties and strengthen India's engagement with the Mediterranean region and the European Union.
Indian Minister for New and Renewable Energy Prahlad Joshi has said that India's wind energy capacity witnessed a rise of more than 10.5% to 51.5 gigawatts against 46.42 gigawatts last year. He said that the rising capacity the country is moving towards self-dependence powered by innovation, green technology and sustainable progress. On the occasion of Global Wind Day, Joshi said India's renewable energy sector has witnessed unprecedented growth. From solar to wind energy, the nation is paving the way for a brighter and more sustainable future. He informed that the total renewable energy capacity grew 17.5% 0.13% year-on-year to 226.74 gigawatts in May from 193.58 gigawatts in the same month last year. The minister said solar energy has emerged as a new driving force of India's renewable energy. The expansion in the installation of solar power generation capacity have been backed by a robust domestic production of solar cells and wafers. India has now built a strong foundation with 25 gigawatt of solar cell production and 2 gigawatt of wafer production. India has fixed a target of 500 gigawatts for renewable energy capacity by 2030 as part of the country's goal to reduce its carbon footprint in the fight against climate change. Naga delegation comprising of Naga tribe leaders and elders along with the members of the Forum for Naga Reconciliation and Recover, Restore and Decolonize team who visited the Pitts River Museum at the University of Oxford for a week-long visit from June 8 to 14 focusing on repatriation of Naga ancestral human remains returned back to Nagaland today. While interacting with a media person, Reverend Dr. Ellen Konyak Jamir, coordinator of RRAD team, said that the Naga delegation went to the Pitts River Museum, Oxford University on a mission to repatriate their ancestral remains from the museum. She stated that it was a momentous occasion for the Naga as a whole and thanked the Naga people for the support rendered to them. When asked if any agreement or understanding have been reached upon during the meeting, she responded that they just published their declaration. When asked about the next concrete step to be taken by the team, she responded that this is the process and they are just at the start, adding that RRAD team, they have been engaged in the process for the past 5 years and they have been going to different districts, institutions, churches and different organizations. She mentioned that the ancestral remains were exhibited in museums across the world and they are boxed up, housed in museums and treated as specimens and collectibles. She further appreciated the big commitment of the Pitts River Museum, which is to change the museum policy, and added that they have taken down all the human remains on display in the museum.
Information and share this information and this is a community-led initiative, so we want the opinion of our community, so we have done that. And the repatriation process is an international process, as you know, and so this will take some time, so we've just begun the process.
In Uttarakhand, 7 persons were killed as a helicopter crashed in the hilly region of Gaurikan Khard in Kedarnath area this morning. The chopper was en route to Kupkashi from the Kedarnath temple. As soon as the incident was reported, teams of National Disaster Response Force and State Disaster Response Force were dispatched to the site. District Tourism Officer Rahul Chaubey said mishap occurred after the helicopter suddenly collided with a tree due to bad weather. The Aircraft Accident Investigation Bureau will probe the crash. Talking to the media, Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami expressed grief over the tragic mishap and said as the precautionary measure, helicopter services have been immediately suspended for 2 days. Now let's take a short commercial break.
Oh, lovely. Well done. अब होगा बड़ा स्टूडियो, नया कैमरा, नई लाइट्स, लगे हाथ नई कार भी ले लो उसी लोन से। नो, लोन लिए गए काम में ही लगाओ, समय से EMI चुकाओ, क्रेडिट स्कोर बढ़ाओ और अगला लोन आसानी से पाओ। कार नहीं तो मेरी फोटो तो ले लो। आप कौन?
RBI कहता है
वित्तीय समझदारी समृद्ध नारी।
In the Ahmedabad plane crash in Gujarat, a total of 32 deceased have had their DNA samples matched so far, and 14 bodies have been handed over to their families. Additional Superintendent of Civil Hospital, Dr. Rajneesh Patel, said that 4 of the deceased are from Ahmedabad, 2 from Vadodara, 1 each from Kheda, Aravali, Botat, 4 from Mehsana, and 1 from Udaipur. The bodies of the deceased, whose DNA samples have been matched, are being handed over to their families. Former Chief Minister late Vijay Rupani's DNA have been matched. State Home Minister Harsh Sanghvi announced this. He said that the DNA of former Chief Minister Vijay Rupani was matched at 11 a.m. today. Home Minister Amit Shah said that India will be completely free from Naxalism by March 31, 2026. While addressing the UP Police appointment letter distribution ceremony of newly recruited 60,244 constables in Lucknow, Union Home Minister said that Naxalism, once spread across 11 states, is now confined to just 3 districts. Union Home Minister said that modernization of the country's police force began under Prime Minister Modi's leadership. In UP, it started in 2017. Shah said that earlier recruitment in the police force were being done on the basis of caste, but today all candidates have been appointed with full transparency through technology. Praising Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, Shah said that Uttar Pradesh is no longer known for riots, the rule of law in the state now, criminals no longer get VIP treatments. Speaking on this occasion, Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath said that today's program stands as a testimony to our commitment towards achieving the goal of Amrit Kal as envisioned by our Prime Minister. A total of 60,244 constables, including 12,048 women recruits, were recruited by the UP Police Recruitment and Promotion Board, which received more than 48 lakhs application for 60,000 posts. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman on Sunday visited an exhibition of local handicrafts and handloom products by self-help groups and local entrepreneurs of the Ladakh region. She interacted with artisans, women-led self-help groups and local entrepreneurs, showcasing traditional crafts, handloom textiles and sustainable innovations at their stalls. The Finance Minister appreciated the entrepreneurial spirit and creativity of the artisans, highlighting the role in preserving cultural heritage and boosting rural livelihoods in the Union Territory. She also took part and delivered the keynote address at the Credit Outreach Program in Leh Ladakh. The Union Finance Minister also handed over sanction letters from banks of loans worth 5.13 crore rupees to beneficiaries under various central government schemes.
की उद्यमशीलता की भावना और रचनात्मकता की सराहना की। इसके साथ ही केंद्र शासित प्रदेश में सांस्कृतिक विरासत को संरक्षित करने और ग्रामीण आजीविका को बढ़ावा देने में उनकी भूमिका पर भी प्रकाश डाला। और केंद्रीय वित्त मंत्री निर्मला सीतारमण ने लद्दाख में क्रेडिट आउटरीच कार्यक्रम में भाग लिया। इस कार्यक्रम के दौरान वित्त मंत्री ने पीएम मुद्रा योजना, पीएमईजीपी और जेएलजी ऋण योजना जैसी केंद्र सरकार की विभिन्न योजनाओं के अंतर्गत
Day is being celebrated across the globe today. The day is celebrated annually on the 3rd Sunday of June to honor fathers on the father figure and their role in the society. In Nagaland, special services are held to show love to the fathers and honor those who are no more. Extending Father's Day greetings, Chief Minister Nipurio said fathers are anchors of strength, protectors and beacons of hope. Mentioning that fathers' courage, leadership and guidance shape families and communities, Rio paid tribute to all fathers and those who embrace the role of fatherhood. Let us look at the weather reports of the district headquarters of Nagaland.
Kohima today recorded a maximum temperature of 26 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 20 degrees Celsius, while Dimapur had a maximum temperature of 31 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 24 degrees Celsius. Wokha experienced a maximum temperature of 27 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 22 degrees Celsius. Mokokchung had a maximum temperature of 28 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 21 degrees Celsius. Mon had a maximum temperature of 31 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 23 degrees Celsius. Towards the east, Twinsang had a maximum temperature of 23 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 17 degrees Celsius. Zinabuto had a maximum temperature of 25 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 19 degrees Celsius. Phak had a maximum temperature of 22 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 17 degrees Celsius. That's all for the weather report.
To end the news, here's the recap of the main points. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says his tri-nation visit to Cyprus, Canada and Croatia is an opportunity to foster global understanding on tackling terrorism. Union Minister Prahlad Joshi says India's wind energy capacity rises over 10.5% to 51.5 gigawatt. Naga delegation team arrives in Dimapur after week-long visit to Pitts Rivers Museum at University of Oxford. And all 7 persons on board killed in helicopter crash near Gaurikan in Kedarnath area at Uttarakhand. Chopper services suspended for 2 days. With this, we have come to the end of this evening bulletin. Thank you for watching. Good night.